Hi, I'm Mark Abramson. We generated $4,500 in the last 2 days using lean startup methodologies for a new company called Chef's Table. This is 6 bi-monthly events at San Francisco's top restaurants. So we were the winner of Lean Startup Machine, a 2-day boot camp. This is the validation board, which is a tool we used to run 10 experiments and do 5 pivots in just a couple days. So we started out on Friday night. Our pitch was, or my pitch, was resto tax. Turns out that San Francisco restaurants with more than 20 employees need to pay a payroll surcharge called Healthy San Francisco. They add this to your tab. So we got out of the building on Friday night. We talked to 7 general managers at restaurants. Guess how many had a problem of calculating this very complicated payroll tax? Bingo! 0 experienced the pain themselves. They send it to their accountant. So we pivoted. To design and run this experiment on Friday night, this took us about 4 hours. Next up, we war-dialed about 40 accountants. We reached 3 and found 0 that actually calculate the tax. So we made an executive team decision. Let's move on to something else. This took us 3 hours. So, moving on, we went back to something we learned from the managers during our first experiment, that the #1 problem San Francisco restaurants face is getting more people in the door, sales. #1 problem. So let's drive business to them using a matchmaking service between tech firms, law firms, and restaurants that offer happy hour. Oh, snap. They do not experience this pain. They're operating pretty much at margin during happy hour. Okay, but notice we were twice as productive during this experience. So let's go back to another thing that we learned in our very first experiment, getting out and talking to general managers at restaurants. These guys run the show. Okay, the restaurants need a better estimate of how many people are going to come in the door on a given night. Okay? So we designed a system that takes into consideration weather, hotel occupancy, and nearby conventions. They can staff appropriately. They can avoid food spoilage. They're going to save a ton of money. They're going to avoid staff turnover. And head shaking, side to side, not up and down. Damn it. But you know what? 20 minutes to design and run this guy. 20 minutes. So at this point, feeling pretty good about ourselves. Food right now. We are going to drive business in the door using a location-aware mobile application to send deal alerts driven entirely by restaurant managers in real time. Turns out it's an awesome idea. Tons of money's going in. We decide, well, it's not for us. It takes us about 30 minutes to come to this determination. So now it's Saturday. Morale's a little low. Saturday night. We're about to get kicked out of Pivotal Labs. And, well, we are awesome at invalidating our crappy ideas. And then Fiona says, hey, what about a wine club for restaurants? So we iterate on this, and we come up with Chef's Table, which is 6 bi-monthly restaurant experiences in 2013 at San Francisco's top restaurants, featuring San Francisco's top chefs. It's an exclusive seasonal menu that is simply not available the rest of the year. You get personal time with the chef. You get a signed menu, you get preparation notes, you get a recipe, you know where the food comes from. $1,500 for 2 people for an annual subscription. So what's our riskiest assumption? Anybody? Oh my God, can we get $1,500 from hardcore foodies? The answer is yes! We closed $4,500 in 90 minutes on Sunday afternoon, and we could sell out all of 2013 if we were not stuck in this building. So what are the key takeaways here? For me, there were three, and we chatted. What are our team goals? What do we got going on? Number one, you can do this, and you can do this, and you can do this. Okay, zero coding. We went from selling vaporware to selling vapor food. Number two, you have to practice to get lean. I've been to 2 of these conferences before, and now I'm just getting okay. And number three, as Dan Martell once said, once you've collected $1 on the internet, you have gone pro. So I'd really like to thank my amazing team. You know, I just met these people for the first time on Friday night, and they were unbelievable. There are actually 6 tickets left for Chef's Table in 2013. And we are looking for investors, so come see me afterwards.